Hello, we're students from University of Michigan and we're here to talk about this research project we conducted to discover what opportunities for improvement are for our partner. Teaching and Learning Exploration in School of Education. First, I will provide a brief introduction. TLE is a platform featuring over 1,000 classroom sessions from diverse locations in K-12 settings. It has built with integrated tools for interaction and exploration like Zaption. The main concern is about the user base and the friction in the user flow. So our group was interested in discovering what users want and how to map website design with such needs. TLE's primary goal is to provide its abundant resources to their main target audience, teachers, researchers, and education administrators, to help them effectively advance their teaching skills or gain access to such resources for further analyzing what the components of good teaching are. In order to discover insights, we utilize diverse research methods. Interviews gave us the opportunity to comprehend the context and needs of the target audience and stakeholders. In contrast to interviews, survey provided us a broad and expansive understanding of the general target population by discovering relationships in the quantitative data. A comparative analysis allowed us to benchmark and understand what TLE's counterparts have been doing, and inspired us of the pros and cons of some functions on TLE website. Heuristic evaluation gave us a chance to quickly and expansively examine the usability issues. On the other hand, usability testing took more effort and time, but our finding could actually reveal how real users use and the usability problems that they may encounter.
Our most critical finding was based on the search function that was described as most irritating feature by the users during the interviews. Survey results proved quantitatively that search is a frequently used feature in a content-based website like TLE. Heuristic analysis helped us understand the reasons behind the negative user feedback. There's a huge gap in user-mental model of search functionality that has been defined by commonly used search engines like Google or global search provided by most of websites. TL users expect the search to be supported by standard features like autocomplete, predictive search with suggested keywords, autocorrect, easy textual editing in search bar, etc. Also, the search function is localized on multiple web pages instead of an integrated search globally present on navigation bar throughout the website. This is our primary recommendation for improvement. The search bar should be designed to be visible on each page on top navigation bar. A consolidated search bar with standard functionalities is critical for TLE-like content-based website. Apart from the design of search bar, the function itself was found lacking as conveyed by the user interviews and survey results. Again, heuristic analysis showed that the filtering system implemented in TLE differs from the universal design, and as it is hidden under a non-standard icon instead of being consistently visible on the side panel. Filtering on TLE requires prior knowledge of specific keywords that are not commonly used. This feature is extended to teacher work tags that are used throughout the website to tag and search the content. These tags are abbreviated codes and do not carry semantic meaning to a normal user. Even if some frequent users of TLE do recognize these tags, they create an initial threshold for learning for a potential user. Also, the description of tags itself is present in a non-searchable PDF file format, making the learning even more difficult. Hence, we recommend that the content should be tagged with more descriptive, predictable, and global tags to help with filtering and searching the content. Also, all PDF files on website should be converted into searchable web pages. We believe a global all-inclusive search with better filter functionality would enhance the overall experience of the TLE website.
Finding 3. Navigation bar. From heuristic evaluation, we found that the design for navigation bar is confusing. For example, the hamburger menu appears inconsistently on the site. Also, the top navigation bar contains web page for internal and external parties such as Zaption. Most importantly, while users mouse over the top navigation bar, it doesn't give feedback. It is validated through the usability test that users have difficulties navigating the site. Hence, we recommend TLE to have a distinct design for the button leading to the external site. Possible changes may be using go to Zaption.com or use some visual cue like a small page with an arrow, indicating that by clicking this button, it will lead you to an external site. Also, we recommend TLE to standardize the navigation bar and make it consistent on each page. Finding 4. User flow. From comparative analysis, heuristic evaluation, and survey, we found that users were unclear about the overall process of how to utilize the resources provided by TLE. On the splash page, TLE only provides functions of the site without a clear process flow. Also, TLE uses abbreviations such as METX and GIML for the categories under the collections. It is validated from the usability test that users are not familiar with the abbreviation. Hence, we recommend that TLE to implement graphics or videos on splash page to show some process flow and how users could benefit from using resources in TLE. Also, a semantic category should be implemented to facilitate users' better understanding of the usage of the content.
The final findings deal with the help and support options within the TLE site. Currently, the support page of the TLE is presented as an external page opened in a new window or tab, and the TLE site menus are not present. Additionally, the option to contact the TLE team is presented in a non-standard fashion, with an Ask Us button on the periphery of the page. While usability testing showed that most users found the contact feature, some were totally unable to locate and use the function. The positioning of the button may be affected by banner blindness, where users ignore areas that typically host advertisements. It's recommended that the support section be presented as a more integral part of the TLE website if possible. It is also recommended that the contact feature is made more standard, first by renaming it from Ask Us to Contact Us. Users may confuse the Ask Us button for a live chat function that some sites are now employing. Secondly, we believe the contact form should be in a more familiar position, for instance, as a main section in the support page, as this is a reasonable place for users to look for such a feature. Currently, there is a contact topic in the support section, but it is not easy to find. While we have highlighted a number of areas where we believe the TLE can be improved, we think there are a few things which the website is doing well. The aesthetics of the site are simple, friendly, and follow the U of M theme. The help videos are well made, though perhaps they should be included in the support section of the site rather than on the home page. The video player is strong, and no system errors were encountered while using the site. Powerful industry methods were used to understand what TLE users value and need, and whether or not the current website meets those needs. We believe the recommendations developed throughout this project can result in a more accessible and more useful implementation of the Teaching and Learning Exploratory, which will hopefully lead to wider awareness and adoption of the site.